good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Before we get started, I would like for you guys to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom and that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop future videos. Well, this is a tough one because we lost another. 2020 has been a bad year. Been a very, very, very bad year. Shitty year. Excuse my language, but we lost another one, man. Jon Huber. Those of you know him in the wrestling world as Brodie Lee passed away yesterday evening at the age of 41. I got the news from a friend of mine, and I didn't want to believe it at first because this guy, I mean, you can see the potential in him, even though he was 41, when he signed with AEW, he was 40, but you can see the potential in this guy. He was a big, athletic guy. I think he was like 6'5", and, excuse me, he just was an all-around great wrestler, man, and he was employed with the WWE before as Luke Harper. He was in the Wyatt family. Bray was the leader. Then Luke, Luke Harper. Yeah, he was Luke Harper. Bray was the leader. Eric Rowan. Those three was the original. And then Braun Strowman came later. So, I mean, it's just sad that he passed away, man. And he in the Dark Order, man. They were one of my favorite stables in AEW, man. And you can see that night he attacked Arn Anderson. He destroyed the Nightmare family, and it was he just destroyed Cody. I mean, it was like that match he had with Cody. Like, I don't even think that match was 10 minutes, man. He squashed Cody, and he became the TNT champion. And man, and here's a couple of statements from people around the wrestling world. So let's start with Tony Khan, who's the owner of AEW. He says, "I'm devastated by the loss of Jon Huber, known to fans as Mr. Brodie Lee, formerly Luke Harper. Jon was a great man. His family came first, his loving wife, Amanda, and their sons, Brodie and Nolan. He loved wrestling, and he was great at it. He loved you fans. Please keep him in your hearts." AEW released a statement. Jon Huber, 1979 to 2020. The all-elite wrestling family is heartbroken in the industry filled with good people. Jon Huber was exceptionally respected and beloved in every way. A fierce and captivating talent, excuse me, thoughtful mentor, and simply a very kind-hearted soul that starkly contracted his persona as Mr. Brodie Lee. Jon's love for his wife Amanda and children Brodie and Nolan was evident to all of us who was fortunate to spend time with him. We send our love and support to his beautiful family. Today, as always, Jon's popularity among his peers and influence on the rest of the world was a worldwide and transcended AEW. So this loss was felt by many for a long time. We were privileged at AEW to call Jon Huber a brother, a friend, and one of our own. It's really, really, man, it's like 2020 is just taking so many people from us, man. Kobe Bryant, who else? Chadwick Boseman, a lot of people, man. Recently, Tiny Lester, all the sports people that passed away, like Kevin Green and Hall of Famers Lou Brock, and it's just really sad, man. Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, and Nipsey Hussle. I mean, this has been a really, really, really bad year. And plus, you know, the coronavirus stuff that's been going on. Oh, man. I think, and back to Jon, he reminded me how he moved athletically in the ring. If you guys remember Wrath, a.k.a. Adam Bomb from WWE back in the day. And Adam Bomb was a big 6'5" athletic guy who was, you know, he could like jump off the top rope and stuff. And Jon Huber was big, but he was athletic. Brodie Lee, he was athletic, man, and he was like, you know, not, I feel WWE didn't use him often. They didn't use him right.
What kind of man lets his wife post Instagram thirst traps while calling me daddy?
You know, and that's why he went to AEW, and you could just see, man, he had a big potential, man, and I feel for his family, his wife, his kids, man. It's 41 is really young to die, man. It's like, you know, and he was a like I said, he was respected around the wrestling world. You know, here's some tweets from some wrestlers. Braun Strowman, who he worked with in the Wyatt family, he says, "I'm at a loss for words." Wes Well brother. There's a couple other ones. Let's see here. Cody Rhodes, who we had that match with, he says, "Thank you, Brodie Lee, 1979 to 2020. My heart is stricken by the loss of Brodie Lee, and was obvious he was an extremely gifted athlete and storyteller, and his gift beyond that was to challenge you, and he set the bar very high. Upon anybody's first meeting with him, it was even more apparent he was a family man and a first-class human being, and I got to share his last number. I got to have his last match. That is an honor and a privilege and experience. So ferociously humbling." There's another tweet here from Triple H. "Amazing talent, better human being, husband and father." Randy Orton says, I don't have the words to witness Rip Brodie Lee. May God send his beautiful family as much strength as possible. Dustin Rose, was a true honor every time we locked horns. You were a damn great man, husband and father. These things you will be sorely missed, John. I will always remember our times. Our times together. Rip Brodie, Rip John Huber, Brandy Rhodes, who's recently pregnant. Cody Rhodes' baby. Congratulations to them. I love you and miss you, John. Thank you for everything you've done for me and my family. We all love you so very much. You were such a great man. It's been my pleasure and privilege to know and work with you. Your family is now our family now. We will watch over them. Rest well, friend. Big E, I hope you all get to know someone like John. He was the biggest family man and someone who made me laugh daily. I will miss him every day for the rest of my life. I love you, Brodie, and I thank you very much for loving me. And Daniel Bryan says, I love you and I miss you, Rip Brodie. Whether you're an AEW fan, whether you're a WWE fan, whether you're a fan of both companies, I'm not really a WWE fan like I used to be. I'm steered towards AEW, but I can respect, because when John, a.k.a. Brodie Lee, passed, the whole wrestling world came together. You can see, like, AEW was retweeting WWE's tweets. Like I said, it's just bigger than wrestling. Like, when the wrestler passes away, and there has been many has passed away over the years, it becomes bigger than ratings or anything like that, man. They're no longer in character, okay, when a wrestler passes away. So you have to realize, man, that's like something that Scott Steiner said in an interview. Like, I think one of the interviews he did when he was shooting on a real life shoot on Triple H, he said something that really made me think about, like, how close the wrestlers really are. He said, wrestling is a small knit community. It's like a brotherhood, and if one of your brothers or sisters pass, whether they're in AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, WWE, AEW, it doesn't matter. Like, if a wrestler dies, they all come together, and you can just see the wrestling world all come together, man. This guy was a great human being, and I've seen the videos of him, like, in his interviews, and he just comes off really, like, he just really comes off as nice, like a human being. Like, his like, when he wrestles, when that Brodie Lee character, that is not him in real life. And this dude is a great dude. This dude was a great dude, man, and you could just see it in his interviews and stuff. And I'm like, I still cannot believe he's like gone, you know, the Dark Order, because everybody was waiting, like, when is he gonna return and stuff like that, and it's just sad, man. And here's another tweet. Actually, this is from his wife, Amanda Huber. She says, "My best friend died today. I never wanted to write out those words. My heart is broken. The world saw him as the amazing Brodie Lee, FKA Luke Harper, but he was my best friend, my husband, and the greatest father you would ever meet. No words can express the love I feel or how broken I am right now. He passed surrounded by loved ones after a hard-fought battle with a non-COVID-related issue." That's one of the things that people don't realize is his death wasn't a COVID issue, because that seems to be the norm of deaths these days. The Mayo Clinic is literally the best team of doctors and nurses in the world who surrounded me with a constant love. On top of that, I can't express my love and admiration for the way all the wrestling has treated not only my husband, but my kids, myself and my kids. Margaret Stavely, I think it's Stavely, excuse me if I pronounced her name wrong, Megan, Meg Hale Gallagher 10, American Nightmare Cody, the Brandy Rhodes, Nick Jackson B, Matt Jackson B. Shout out to those guys are the Young Bucks. Shout out to them, man. Best tag team probably in the world right now. Kenny Omega, shout out to Kenny, man. Tony Khan and the rest of the team at AEW have helped keep me standing and pick up all the broken pieces. So, that's just sad, man. It's like Brodie Lee was amazing, man. He was amazing in the ring, like I said before. And he was one of those guys that, like, whether you didn't like AEW, whether you like WWE, like I said before, you have to root for him, because he looked like he was going to turn his career around. I have a feeling that they were going to push him toward championship status, man, because you can just see it when he was wrestling Cody, man. I mean, I have a feeling that they were going to do that. They were going to give him a world title shot, because he's deserved it, you know what I'm saying? He really deserved it. And he was on AEW. He was the television champion for a minute. Then Cody came back, and then we didn't see him ever since. Like after a few weeks after that, man. And he was out for a while, and my friend broke the news to me. I'm like, I can't believe it. So, and shout out to all the wrestlers around the world. Around the world. That even like WWE wrestlers has been sending tweets and out to his family and stuff. And AEW wrestlers, even Impact, have tweeted out some stuff. But anyway, yeah, rest in peace, John Huber. You will be missed, big homie. And and we lost another great one, man. 2020 has been a messed up year. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for me, man. I'm going to get off here and be on the lookout. I have a couple of videos coming up. I got that unboxing for that Avengers Earth Mightiest Edition. I got that review of the Apple TV 4K coming up, and a review for the PS5 coming up. So I'm going to drop those sometime this week, but I have to have time. I just wanted to get on here and do this tribute video to a really great guy, John Huber, a.k.a. Brodie Lee, man. Dead at the age of 41. Okay? Peace, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.